Hello guys and girls, Jokester here, bringing you another episode of Infinite Choices. We are up to episode 5 already, and we've got some good stuff going on. I have spent a lot of time, and you can see there's some work done, right? So first thing is we got some nice paths wrapping around our stuff. I planted the, wrapping around our farm at least. I planted some of the trees I got from the islands, those two, right? I've kind of redid this, gave myself a little bit more room, and you'll see this is white and light blue hardened clay. Now, check out this door. This is from Malices. So I kept forgetting to do something about this, but there's a lot of different doors in here. So if we look at Malices, there's wooden doors, iron glass doors, jail door, laboratory, factory. These two are very tech-like, and I didn't go for that in this build. There's also this really cool reinforced door. The handle spins and stuff, really cool. It's a double-wide, high-tech door. There's some really big 5x4 medieval and carriage doors. There's some old-style saloon swinging doors. There's even gates and so on. Every single one of them responds to a redstone. I did test that. There's this door factory. It actually creates, I believe, custom-sized doors, but you can give it all kinds of different materials and so on. It's a block, and I don't believe it uses RF, but I did look at that real quick, and so that's kind of cool. But let's go inside and take a look. So I've pretty much gotten all the walls in this kind of stone brick style, right? And I was playing around in one of the roguelike dungeons and kind of copied their style a little bit. And so I've got this back here. This is Mr. Pickles. Remember Mr. Pickles? So I got him with a soul vial. Actually, I've gotten several of Mr. Pickles just from those chance cubes, and so I brought him back, and he's all growed up. So I've got this Malices door here, the jail door. So it works pretty cool. Different sound. And I kind of prettied this up a little bit back here, and that's about it. Lit it up a little bit more because I kept finding zombies standing right here trying to get me. So that's about it, right? I even went back in here so I couldn't see the other stuff. I do still kind of maybe do something with that. Anyway, okay, enough about the decorating. Yeah, I'm not very good, but I sure can copy well. So that's what I did. I copied this, and I like it. I like it. So I'll have our world anchor here. This has gone through a couple iterations. It takes forever. In fact, I let it go overnight last night, so I stopped playing it about midnight, and here it is, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Only one of these had grown. So after I removed them. So yeah, it takes forever. We got to get some endstone. And in this pack, there is no way to make endstone. If we look at this recipe, there is copying of it with alkahestry. There is exanthium. We could create it in a transmutation table. We can use chisel to change an endstone, and we can use void resource miner. So we're not quite ready to get into that yet. That's big power and big resources, pretty cool stuff, but we're not ready to go there yet. We haven't even gone to the end. So I did find a brewing stand, and so we can create potions if we want to. But the other thing I got is, if you take a look here, you can see I found a shield. And I like the look of it. No, it's not anything special, and it was nice for all the skeletons. And you see I have projectile protection, and that's what I've been using because those guys were just beating me up with arrows, and it's really helped. But I want to make a new. I want to upgrade that shield. So I wanted to see if I could do something with this. Now, let's take a look at, where is it? Right there. So in a crafting grid, if I were to put this in here, it makes a new shield, right? And it's empty texture. I like that texture. So no. What if we were to do it in here? Aha, that's good. And it just takes 2 levels. So let's grab 2 levels, and let's put that on here. And there we go. Now I got a nice brand new shield, and yay, it doesn't look any different. But at least it's now not going to break. So cool stuff. Okay. The next thing is that I want to go out here, and I've got enough string. And that's primarily what I was using this for. And we might get into, in fact, we probably will get into industrial engineering, but, immersive engineering. Immersive engineering. There we go. So we probably will get into immersive engineering, and that's what this is really used for. But I don't need this right now. So with the magic of YouTube, oh, not really. The magic of Vein Miner, we can get rid of all this. Now, the other thing is we're using these worms to help fertilize, and one of my viewers had reminded me that I don't need the water in the middle, or it's redundant and doesn't really help. So let's go ahead and fill that in, and get ignite. So we don't need this because the worms do the hydration. Thank you very much for that comment, and we will, there we go. So good call, good call. Now the other thing is that we have in this pack, and not some of the other packs, but we have the ability to do fertilized earth or dirt. Fertilized dirt, and it just requires some rotten flesh, some bone meal, and creates fertilized dirt, which helps even more. So let's do some of that. I don't know how much I'm going to be able to do, but we will grab, let's try this. Now remember, if we take a look at this, uses, and so I can make, actually I want bone meal. Let's do bone meal, and that's a little quicker way to get to it. So if we do the recipe on this guy, now we can see that if I just do in a regular crafting it, I get 3. If we use the grindstone, I get 5. If I do the crusher, I get 3 with 50% chance to get 3 more. If I do a sag mill, I get 6 with a 10% chance to get extra. And that's, of course, using flint or dark steel ball. And then macerator, I get 4. The crusher, I get 6 right off the bat. So there is a chance I can get more with this. So I'm going to guess, so far, the sag mill is the best. All right, and this crusher gives me 6. And okay, so I think I'm going sag mill. And let's make sure we still have flint. Yes, we've got some left. And we'll go ahead and throw those in there. 12 right off the bat. That was pretty cool. Yeah, that's going to be a ton. And if we go back and look at our fertilized, we really need, let's see, it's 4 times as much dirt, it's 4 times as much rotten flesh. So if I have how much rotten flesh do I have? Because I think that's going to be the limiter. I have almost 2 stacks. So if I do 2 stacks, that's basically a quarter stack, or sorry, half a stack of dirt. So all good. And we'll need 2 stacks of this, which is pretty much exactly what I want. Boy, that worked out well. So let's go ahead and try to do this here. Let's see items. I know, I'm working on it. Hold on, it sucks that I'm 1 short. Maybe I'll go out and get a zombie real quick. Okay, got my last zombie. Let's sleep. Zombie flesh, that is. Rotten flesh. So let's get a quick sleep here. And now I have 2 stacks of that. So let's go ahead and make as much as we possibly can. And we get a full stack. All right, let me dump some of this stuff. Where was I putting? Yeah, well, we've got a second page here, which is cool. So I got a bunch of potions from those roguelike dungeons. We're gonna go do that ourselves, right? Together. So don't worry. I'm gonna bring you guys back for that. But we are. I just wanted to. I was there. I wanted to check out some other things. So I'm going to change all of these. So that's gonna get us our worm back. Did it? Oh no! I lost my worm. No! I'm supposed to be able to get it back. Whoa! Where are they going? No! That's not cool. It just disappears. Oh, not cool. Alright, well, let me just place some of this down so you can see what it's like. Alright, so there's fertilized dirt, and then when we plant stuff on it, let's see, I think I have to, yeah. And the worms will take care of that. So I'm going to have to go replant all this and get some more worms, it looks like, because they're supposed to come back. That's not cool. Yeah, they are not going in it. They are. Oh, all right. Let me get all this. Okay, it's all replaced. I started hoeing this, and I said, yeah, let's do something else. Let's see what else we have. By the way, the worms do not work with the fertilized earth, but I want to see. Check the, no, not quite ready. I want to see if the fertilized earth does a little bit better. Now, let's do some automation. Now, we've seen, if you're watching my Direwolf series, you will have seen the Actually Additions planter. And, nope, farmer. That's one option for farming. But we also, in this pack, we have the ability to do progressive automation. And it has a planter and it has a harvester. All right, so different tiers. And so we've got the chopper for trees, we've got the planter for crops, and that's what I want to try. So the standard planters go up in tiers. So they've got a wooden planter, a stone planter, iron, and then all the way up to diamond. So let's see what it takes to make these. So we're going to need some furnaces here. Let's just do one for right now, and we've got chests. We're going to need a hoe, I'm sure. And so let's do that, and let's see what else we need. Nothing. Now we can upgrade this to a stone. Should be gonna need this, and then I'm gonna need to pull some stone out of here. This is from all the direwolf stuff. 6. I think I only need 6, so I grabbed 1 extra. That's okay. And now we have a stone planter. And so all of these do 1 by 1 by default. We can go up to iron, but I'm not doing great on iron right now. It's not bad, but I don't want to waste that. Now, we have upgrades, and each upgrade does an additional block. So we have an 8 by 8, so that would be 64 of these upgrades, right? And you have to, you'll see that it's predicated on the previous version. So we have to do, effectively a stack of this plus 6 stacks of this. So that's quite a lot, right? So we can do 7 right now. So let's grab all 7 of those. Let's grab some more wood. Let's see here. Do we have, all we have is this wood here. So we might have to go get some more wood, or just build a, let's do that. So let's grab as many as we can. So we have 12, and then we're going to need the stone upgrade. So let's grab a couple of stacks of those just in case. Don't want to do the math. So we can grab all 12 of those, which is cool. And so the stone planter, we're going to need some coal. So I could use tiny coal if I wanted to, which actually might be a better idea. And let's just see here. Oops, what am I doing? I don't want that. Grumble, grumble, grumble. That's what I wanted. Okay, let's put that back since I was way off on how much I thought we would need. And let's take our stone planter and our upgrades, and let's put this down, right? Looks kind of in the middle. Yeah, I didn't quite have enough, so I'm going to have to do something about that. I might just stone path that. Now, this all-in-one tool doesn't do it, but I do have, doesn't create stone paths, but I did find a efficiency and unbreaking iron shovel. So I can go in here and, I have to wait for it to be grass. And I don't have any grass right there, so I'd have to replace that and let it propagate and grumble. Okay, so I need looks like I need a hoe in here, so let's go get a hoe. Yeah, too high of a level. That's what I expected. But once we go to the iron planter, then we can actually do that. We can use that. So we put that in. Now we need to add seeds, and it goes there, over there. Perfect. So now it's waiting. So it's got a range of 1. And I believe that this is, it needs to be right in the middle. So yeah, let's do this. And we will put 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm an even number, which is a little frustrating, but just because I had 64, so it's an 8 by 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so maybe right here. So let's put this planter. Actually, I think it can go down in. Let's try it. Let's see if we can put it down inside. And we'll put that in, that in, that in. And I plant things, add tools. I did. It might need to be above, yeah. Let's bring it up 1 level. Where's this? Actually, this doesn't matter what it is. And I might save, well, it doesn't. What else am I going to use this for? So let's put that down. And then we will put this down. All right. And this, and this, and this. And now, waiting, waiting, waiting. Good. We've got a range of 1, which is fine. I don't know what it's waiting on, but let's go ahead and add those in. So a range of 13. What you waiting on, bud? I want seeds planted. Okay, guys, I got good news and bad news. The bad news is that fertilized earth does not work with any of the farming options we have. So I went back to this. I tilled a whole bunch of dirt. Is it reverted? Yeah, it looks like it's reverted now. I tilled a whole bunch of dirt over there to be able to get the worms. And so we are going to go with the farmer. And so I did make this, and already we haven't done a Stirling generator. Well, maybe we'll do a Stirling generator. Yeah, let's do that. All right. Let's try this. I need 2 of these. All right, fine. Piston, everything we should have, and Stirling generator. Oh, I need stone that, and let's grab a stack of that. Get rid of that. And, oh, you know what? I don't need to do that because I already have some from building. I made a whole bunch of this. Okay, let's try that again. There we go. Okay, Stirling generator, we're going to need some coal, and I don't want to use the mini little coal because we want this to go for a long time. And let's try this again. So let's put that right there, and then we're going to need the farmer. It's really odd about the empowered Inori crystal. All right, so let's start building some power. That's 20 RF per tick. Now this isn't going to be enough to power. This is super power hungry, which is it's fine, but we're gonna have to do something to keep the power in check because it'll just crush our coal usage if we just let this run all the time. Now in my direwolf pack, I tested to see if this guy responded to our redstone signal, and it looked like it did initially, but I have later concluded that it doesn't. So what I can do though is I can control this and tell it when to give power to this. So that's cool. It is planting, right? As soon as it gets up enough power, it plants one more. Very, very power hungry, and it will honor the boundaries of the path here, which is really nice. So let's go do some stuff to keep the power in check. So if we go with a sequencer, this is a common technique that I use, and it's the sequencer is from RFtools, and it's pretty straightforward. It's just a bunch of redstone. Let me get some more sticks. I am really hurting on wood now since I made that planter and it didn't do what I wanted to. It is not what I wanted to do. Grab this, and there. That's what I wanted. Get me a whole bunch of sticks. Okay, put that back. Thank you. Now, let's go back to this, and we'll grab a stack of those. I'm okay on redstone for right now. We'll grab one of those, and we should have enough to do a sequencer. Now, if we go outside, and if I were to put this down, and I face the portion of the block that I want to place it to be looking. So if I go this way, it will be facing that way. If I look this way, it points that way. And if I turn this on active with signal, so now what I want it to do is I want to tell it to run whenever it is white here. And so if I set this to be like, 300 ticks, okay, or 200 ticks is 10 seconds. So if I go 400 tick, that's every 20 seconds. It'll run for 20 seconds, off for 20 seconds, off, and so on. 63 more times, cycles back around, and it runs again. So we are set to only active with redstone. This is going to be on for 20 seconds and off the rest of the time while the crops grow, and also while it builds up power. So that's okay. It's going to run. Actually, you know what? Now that I think about that, that won't actually build up power. So let's do one other thing real quick, and we'll sleep to make sure we don't get attacked out there, even though it's lit up fairly well. All right. So the last thing I'm going to do is I want that power to generate and fill up a capacitor bank, because this is a lot. We're going to need that. So I'm going to grab this, and we will grab a stack of that, and then go back to the capacitor. Let's make, we need more redstone. And how about if we grab, I wanted 7 of those. All right. There we go. Close enough. Okay, so this guy, and we'll get some more redstone. And let's try this again. 1, 2, 3. All right, and then we're going to need, should have everything else. Okay, so this is going to be more what we want. So let's go ahead and move this guy, and we'll put it right, I'll put this one here, and then we will put this here. Okay, so that guy will be always active. All right, it's going to be generating power, 20 RF per tick. It's going to be filling up this guy, and if we set the output to be redstone triggered, then this will fill up. This will have to wait until the timeout of this, and now as soon as that triggers, the sequencer makes its way around, it will then send its output over to here. So that should be plenty fine while these guys grow. And the reason why I want to do wheat, I'm going to do that for right now, is because if we look at wheat, oops, spell wheat right, and we look at the uses of this, there's all kinds of different foods we can do. And so far I've been doing these strawberries, and they're fine, right? But there's like bean stew, and there's one of them in here that one of my subscribers pointed out, and ooh, muesli. It's got raisins, crazy. One of the things that I want to make is these noodles, and it requires this knife with wheat, and it makes noodles. What are the uses of noodles? I can make spaghetti, and it looks like it makes 4+ meat sickles down here, food bars, and so that seems to be really good, and it makes a bowl. These do stack. That's one of the problems with mushroom stew that we all know, is they don't stack. Well, these do stack, and you get the bowl back, so you can just recraft it over and over again once you made your initial noodles. So that's why I want wheat for right now, is because that's fine. I have so many strawberries. I mean, if you take a look in here and look at how many strawberries I have, I'm getting a ton of these every time I kill a mob, but they only give back 1 health or 1 food saturation. So yeah, it's a little much. Okay, so that's done. Boy, I got a lot of stuff that has come out of here. Now, the other thing we have to do is this guy, when it harvests, it will put the wheat over here and the seeds over here, but it will not pull it back in. So a common technique I use is to just put this here, and this here. And this will insert and extract. And so what that will do is it'll pull out the only thing that can go in here, which is seeds. So the wheat will be left in here, and the seeds will get put back in here. So there we go. Now it's a fully automated system, and all I have to do is put coal in here. Now I can pursue the solar option, so it's all self-sustaining. I can auto-feed coal in here, or charcoal, which is what I might do. I might have a tree farm, and I've been harvesting these trees and replanting them and stuff, and it's okay. It's a bit manual. I like to have automated stuff, but this will now build up and run and dump its energy into here. And we probably have enough to dump in there. That'll run. Let's go ahead and let this dump in here, and it'll plant a little bit more. Let's watch it, see how quickly that gets used up. It's quite quick, but I just want to get this all planted for right now. Good. And let's throw a little bit more seed in there quickly. There we go. Good. It only uses power when it's doing stuff. Okay, so now we are fully planted-ish. No? What are we waiting on? There we go. Oh, no. Wait, it's not going. Why? Why are you not planting these guys? You just don't like that row? Maybe there's a timeout intro. There it goes. Okay, yeah. Looks like an internal timeout. All right, so we are now fully planted. So let's put this back on to redstone controlled. This guy will take over, and now while this is growing, it will be building up power, and all good. All right, guys. Well, that was a little frustrating, but you know, it's not horrible. It's what sometimes we have to do. So, you know, we do what we can. So, guys, I hope you liked the base design. I hope you enjoyed this episode and checked out some of the things. You know, that's why I do this, is so I can figure out what works. The fertilized earth does not work. Aww. The fertilized earth with worms, which wouldn't be so bad if the two of them work together to speed that up. I could do a little bit of a manual process. Doesn't work. Aww. So, oh well, we've got a nice actually additions farmer. It's a pretty cool block, even though it is quite expensive for RF. We have ways around that, as you saw, with the capacitor and with the power gen. Just beware that seems to be the recipe is a little more expensive than I would have expected for that solar. So we'll have to set up that empowering infrastructure soon to be able to do something like that. Anyway, guys, well, I hope you enjoyed the episode, and I hope you enjoyed enough to leave a like right down there. Right down there, leave a like. And if you're new to the series, subscribe. I am building my channel. So with that said, I will see you in the next one. All right, guys. Talk to you later and have a great day. Bye.